So as you see, this is the course content at demo introductions and all. So let me open in different. Yeah. So this is the course content as of now. So we will go with the basic to top level, and also at the last you will be get the for project as well. And like as you can see at means like down you means there are for projects. Okay, so these things you will get after this course. Okay. I hope this point is very clear. And the today class will be take care by the Shilpa only, and she will guide and she will teach. Hi Shilpa. Yeah. Y- y- Hello. You can start,
Yeah.
Shilpa. Actually, let me stop my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the meantime, you guys have any point, any doubt, then we can talk. Okay. Now you can present your screen, and yeah.
Sure, sure. Hello, good evening, everyone. So I hope you are all of you aware about C++, basic C++. I think. May I know how much you are aware of C++? Or have you worked on, or like Balmiki, are they freshers? Are they are still
They are
working?
not freshers. Some of are the freshers, and some of the
Mm-hmm.
others like searching the job and
Okay.
taking the training somewhere. So, like guys, just let me know you are fresher, yeah, something.
Okay. Okay, anyway, I will start from basic only, so because it will be like brush up for them also. Okay, like in this training, as of now, we can cover classes and objects and inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. These are OOPS concept, object oriented programming concepts, access modifiers, dynamic binding, virtual functions, containers, class hierarchy, this pointer, managing a pointer. So these are like outline for the this training. So here today, we'll start from introduction to C++ and features of C++, and class. What is class? What is object? And what are access modifiers? Okay, introduction to C++ means C++ is a general purpose programming language. Uh, it is used for developing standalone applications like desktop applications also. Also, it is used for embedded applications also. So it is procedural and object oriented and generic programming language. C or C language is procedural language, but here it is C++ also is a procedural and object oriented and generic programming language. So it was developed by Jan Strostock at Bell Labs. So it is a superset of C. So from C only it is originated, and a C program is a and any C program is also is a C++ program. So here extra features, like what extra features, so many features are added in more than compared to C. So many features are there in C++ because it is an extension of C. Input output operations are there, and extra data type like bool is there. There we can find int, char and float, and also in int also we can find unsigned int, long int, sign int. So like main types are int, float, character types, and also derived types also we have there, pointers and structures. So here bool is added. More than that, bool is added, and the typecasting feature is like a little different compared to C in typecasting. Little different means like there we will typecast using int we will put in bracket, but here we will put typecast the expression. Expression is a variable we will typecast. We will put in bracket. So reference variables is not we can't found in C, and scope resolution operator is there. So four dots like we will what do you call like a semicolon with two semicolons. This is scope resolution operators and inline functions. Namespace is there and operators like new and deletes. So these are the operators. This is for using a dynamic memory allocation, and delete is used to free the memory which is allocated using new operators. So there in C will you allocate using malloc pre-built-in functions, but here we are using operators, not pre-built-in functions. Okay, next. One second. Does not move. So object-oriented methodology means it is on method. It is a procedure where which software can be developed.
Just, I think, cut it, Silpa. Yeah.
Okay, shall I cut it?
Yeah, yeah. You can cut it. Yeah.
Allow.
Yeah, yeah. Fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, why C++ is more useful compared to C means this is reliable, reusable, and extensible. So here through the OOPS concepts, we can reuse the code. So now with the help of inheritance concept, we can achieve the reusability of the code. So the functions which are written in base class can be accessed in the main function using derived class also. So derived class also is achieve the functionality of the base class. So we no need to rewrite the code again because we can access the properties of base class in the derived class. That is called reusable. Reliable means same code with the different objects for the same class. Uh, we can write different objects. So that is reliable, extensible. So this is more useful in the long run. So the methodology achieves its goals by the help of collection of objects and communicate by exchanges messages. One second. It is not moving. Okay. So what is procedural? Procedural means C is a procedural and object-oriented programming. So it is a top-down design. So main function will be there and sub-functions will be there. From the main function we can call different functions. It is called what you call as top-down design. So object-focused design is from the class. So as a C, we will find structures, but in C++, it is called as class. It has some data members and functions also. Through that, we can create object of that class. So limited code reuse here. Code can be reused through the inheritance concepts, and this is code here in C. It's complex code, means there are no extra features. Only we have only functions there, structures and derived like pointers. But here it is a complex design. Designs means with so many OOPS concepts like abstraction and private accessibility. More using abstraction, we can found using private protected mode. Uh, One more is public mode. So this is complex design because inheritance concept is virtual functions is there, function overriding, function overloading, and polymorphism. That's why it's a complex design. So here this is a protected data. We can protect the data which is designed in a class. So it is morely global data focused. So again same here, procedural versus object oriented programming. So program is divided into small parts, into parts called objects. So here divided into small parts called functions in procedure oriented programming. So here main in C++ main motto is only functions. Small parts means functions. Here this is objects. So it is it is less secure. So data security is less in procedure oriented programming. And in OOP, it provides more security. So example of procedure oriented program is C, Fortran, VB, Pascal. In here it is C++, Java, VB.NET, and C#.NET. Okay, this is what I explained. So here input output operations are performed via streams. Streams means like data flow. Like through keyboard we will give this is input stream. Through monitor we can see the output. So this is the output stream. A cout and scene are the those are the streams. So we can input or output through insertion and extraction operator here. So cout is a console output. See, it is used to print the console output text on the console output device. So see, this is insertion operator is used for cout to push the data onto the cout stream. So cout stream means like it is a console. So scene stream is used to read the data from the console input device. So through input device, we will read that. Through the extraction operator is used to scan the data from the console input device. So whatever we will input through the extraction operator, we can enter the input. So here one simple code. This is showing that how input output streams will work. So this is IO stream we have to include in the program for input output operations. Cout, this is like just we saw here. This is the insertion operators is used for cout. This will print on the monitor, and scene means again extraction operator. Okay, this will find. So scene means through value we have to enter value. We'll see out again. We'll get the value here. Okay. So bool means bool is extra one data type here added here. So bool means it will store only one bit, either 0 or 1. So if you give true means we will get v1 as 0, v1 is equal to 0, v2 v1 is equal to 1, 1, and v2 is equal to 0 only we will get here. So if you want we can execute this program and check. So how bool will works, this will show here. And again v1 if we assign with the value, int value is equal to 0. So again v1 can be changed here. v1 is equal to 0 and val is equal to 5, vn is equal to 5. So we just do this program. Okay, V1 first V1 is printing. V1 is true. We have assigned, so it is 1, and V2 is 0 here. And V1 we are assigning with the value 0, and value V1 we are getting 0, and value is equal to 5, and again V1 is equal to value. So here it V1 value we are changing, but it is taking only either 0 or 1 because it is bool. So even we are changing value with a 5, and we are again it is because non-zero number it will take. The non-zero number means here it is a bool. Either 1 or 0 it will store. So this is a represent. So just it is a simple program for how bool will operates.
Hello.
Hello.
Shilpa, there is different data types, right? Int bool, whatever you mentioned, is a part of iostream dot. It is a part of iostream. Like in
Int,
C, we have
int
a
value you are telling or how?
data type. How this bool and int is getting the visibility there?
So like int in so only bool we can assign. Int bool it is not it will not work.
No, I'm asking bool and int are the data types, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are both different data types. We are assigning here val value. So int val value we are assigning to bool.
Okay, my question is, like in C, we have something called as std int dot h, right?
Mm-hmm.
stdio dot h.
Yeah, I would not correct. Mm.
So this data types gets the visibility from that header.
Um, in C++, we don't get from stdio.h. Here we will get from IO stream. So
Okay.
here we will only include from IO stream, right?
Okay.
Okay. So here cout and scene are the again these are classes, means
Yes.
objects of IO stream class.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So here we no need to again include stdio.h for input output operations. Okay. Yeah, printf and scanf they will include in stdio.h there in C.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay, okay, I hope you are.
Pawan, you were
Yes.
asking that the definition of bool and int is present in iostream, right? Header
Yeah.
file. Yeah, it is present in iostream only.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because like in C, we for the bool we used to include bool dot h something.
Uh, yeah, bool.h is there actually in C also it is there. I hope we won't use bool in mainly in C much compared to
In
C++.
C++, iostream has this all the data type. You don't need to include other header files, including
Oh,
bool string as well.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, typecasting is one more feature like you can see in C++. So there in C you will typecast for like data type, but here we will typecast in for the expression for variable or expression like this. Yeah, this is the C style. You can exhibit this also. Yeah, value of mean this is 3.4. So same. So like in C++, we will just it is different signs. It's showing this program. So reference variable is another feature in C++. We won't find in C. Uh, so a new kind of variable declaration is available in C++ called as reference variable. It is a variable declaration only. So it is also called as alias name for the existing defined variable. So one second, I'll be. Hello, sorry for the interrupt. Okay, yeah, I am discussing about reference variables. No, but it should be assigned as soon as it is declared like this. Then only reference or the variable come into picture. So this is declaration, but this is also a declaration of reference variable. But we have to declare it the address operators like this. So this will what will it will do means it will create the copy of this variable. Means it will don't allocate memory for this v1 reference. So we can access v1 using v1 reference also. While declaring, we can assign it the address operator, but while accessing, we can just give v1 reference. So it is just a copy of the variable, but memory will be not allocated for this. So reference variable is a reference of that variable. I hope.
V1 and V1 reference both have same address.
Yeah. Both have same address. Yeah, because it will be not again created memory again. So it will take the same memory. That's difference. See, address of v1, this one, and address of v1 reference. So address means this only with using the address operators only we can find address. So this is also same. V1 reference variable and address of this same, both are same address. So function called by reference. Here in C also we have call by reference, call by value is there. There call by reference means the address of the object or address of the variables will be pointer and address will be pass variable like address of the variables. There we can dereference using pointer operators. But here reference call by reference means different in C plus compared to C. So this is a declaration, this is a definition. Here we are calling V1 and V2. Here we can declare. So V1 and V2 means directly we are passing V1, V2. So definition we can receive it using address operators. So but both address will be same in main and in called functions also. So both will be same here. This reference variable advantage is just to uh, save the memory and also just to create a copy of the variable. Okay. So again we have in reference again like it is so many rules are there. So basic wise this is reference variable. So still some related concepts are there, returning reference and all. We'll just for basic level this is enough. We can understand a little bit later. Some rules we can understand later. So scope resolution operators will come for scope resolution operators. This is like how we will use this as a scope resolution operators. Using local variables, we can just using value, we can access local variable. But global variable in C++, we have to, means again if you give val means it will access 200 only. To access global value, we have to give scope resolution operators here. So we have many similar programs. You can check this how it will work. Declaration of int val. Int val is there. Int val is there. Int val is there. So in this main function, two times we are declaring the value same variable two times. That's why it's giving error. Give here this. This is again local scope. You can define here and check the program how it will update. So 200. So inside the main function, this value is 200, and the global variable we are accessing this is 100. So scope resolution operator. Using local variable val, again we are getting 200 is here only, and using global variable again, yeah, I think this post should be here only. This post line should be here. I have listed, I think. Anyway, here also it will, if these two lines are in this local scope, it will give 333. Okay. So I hope you might heard about inline functions in C. If a function is inline, the compiler gives the behavior of macro to the function. So what happens in inline functions means it will, whenever the function is mentioned as inline, whenever it is called, it will not go to that function and it will execute. It will replace that code. It replace that function only by that code. So it is not take time to go there, just execute on while the code is executing. If it see the word inline, it will just execute at that moment. So this is called inline functions. So macro, what will do means it will including preprocessor directive only, it will be expanded. It will be code will be expanded. But here inline means whenever the code is executing, it will replace that code. You will only the code will only see the definition, not go to that definition again. So it will replaces that inline function. So code of that function is replaces at each point where the function is called at compile time. So functions defined within the class are by default inline functions.
In that, like inside the class, if you mention any functions and definitions are present outside the function, it will replace those functions there.
Yeah, like they will not call it whenever the object is created only we can call. So with the help of objects only we can call, but they are not default inline functions. But this line I will let you know in future. But this is not what exactly they are telling. Only with the help of objects only. Class will be there, and with the help of class we will create object. The object only will call the member functions. Uh, yes, but yeah, this is how it is called. Okay, we will come to this point later.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, this is yeah, inline void function. This is mentioned as inline here, and function is called means it will go and it will execute this. This is for just how this is this small code, how it is like how we can write inline functions. Okay, we will see this code. No declaration. Okay, this is public and
It's not inside the class.
correct. Cannot be, can be overlooked.
Function 2 is having semicolon there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, this code maybe is with this code. Oh, this is not copied properly. Better I will type it or it will take time. Something happened. Sample. Okay, this is okay. This is inline with outside here. So they're inline. They are with a scope resolution operator. They are defining outside the sample. So here they are calling inside the sample, but they are defining it's outside the class. So with the help of scope resolution operator, they are defining outside the class. Inline, they are defining outside. Yeah, this is correct, I think.
Line 15.
This is not required. Okay, S1 dot function. The object they're calling function one. Inline function and inline function two. This like it's just how it will we can write this function. This code is explaining. So it will execute fast compared to function 1. This is not inline function. They are defining here. They are defining inside the sample class and defining one is defined outside.
No, what is the point of inline here?
Yeah, like small functions, they act as inline, like we told, right? We discussed here.
If you remove inline, still it will work, right?
Yes, still it will work, but will not be knowing the execution speed, right? So in the compilers, if we have map files and all, we can check it. Here we can't check it. Inline means it will execute. It will make the code faster execution. So here we can't check it the time and all speed of execution. So it will replaces the code. Just it is on.
Actually, what is the use of this inline function Pavan is that, for example, when function is called, what happened basically?
It do something called as context switch, and it will jump to that function.
Yeah, a stack is created, correct?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So what this inline function is doing, instead of function we create for one thing, that is to reduce the repetition of the code. For example, you are using it repetitively. So for that it is using. But what happens is when there is very less line of code is there and you're using it repeatedly, but you don't want that stack to come over again and again. You understood? So
Okay.
so to reduce the
Yeah.
timing of the computation.
Yeah.
That's why we use the inline function. It replaces the, for example, it is just like type def in the written point of view, but type def gives some limitation. But in this inline function, it replaces the code with that place. For example, here in the class, we have written the inline function calling place. Okay, so what it will do, the whole thing will be copied into this class. Okay, and here it will start running. So what happens is it reduces the stack. I mean the process.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean that
Efficiently
line
will be-
number 13. Yeah,
Stack
line number
overhead will.
line
Yeah,
number
line number
9. 9 is replaced with 13
Yes, yes.
directly.
But it is not
Yeah.
overhead. It is compiler dependent. That's also one thing that how it is going to use. That's a little further discussion. We will
Yeah.
discuss this inline function in detail in
Yeah.
upcoming classes. So we have all. I think you got the course content, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. So for tomorrow onwards, we're starting the classes, and from that point of view, we're doing that. Okay, we do a lot of example, and I will explain how it is works in a live code example. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Devansh, like are you going to present today, or else how shall I continue?
So you shall continue.
Okay. So maybe namespace, you are all aware using namespace standard only. We will write C++ programming. So what namespaces exactly mean? Only one entity can exist with a particular name in a particular scope. Namespaces allows us to group named entities. So using namespace standard is one entity, and we can identify. We can also change here. Identify. We can use some different name according to our programming for identifications. So there can be so many namespaces. Namespace 1, namespace 2, namespace 3. So how it is accessed in a programming means with the help of scope resolution operator again. So these namespaces, grouped entities can be accessed. So this allows organizing the elements of programs into different logical scopes referred to by names. Again, with the namespace identifier, name entities will be there. So see, NS1 we have given. So NS using namespace standard, this is for a standard way of declaring, where again so many definitions are declared here standard. For example, input output operations may be, or else different like whatever we are using in C++ programming standard. It contains the standard that's namespace block, standard block, it is defined. So here again we can define our own namespace like this. In namespace in this one, we are declaring again int and char. So how we are accessing this particular namespace block elements? Three, again using this global scope resolution operators. It also is for global variable accessing. Here also scope resolution operator, but we have to give the ns1 name of that namespace. ns2 like this, because for differentiating purpose, ns1 and ns2 with the help of global scope resolution operators, we'll get val here, and this character value we'll get here. Okay, this is about namespace. Okay, then this is class namespace sample class. This is extended part of the same variables. We can see in future this one. Same like sky, water, like this is a class only. So we'll see, this is extended part actually, demo sessions. I think this will take more time to explain. We'll see in future. This is new and delete operators. I think you might have aware of new and delete operators are used to allocate and allocate dynamic memory. So the new operator is used to allocate memory at a runtime. Means during the compile time, whenever we want to allocate the memory, the compile time, it will not be decided. So allocate memory means whenever user is entering or else runtime during the runtime operations. So we can allocate dynamically. This is called dynamic memory allocation. So t star t, if t is a class, the pointer new t. This is syntax. So the new operator returns null if allocation fails. So if there is no enough memory to allocate, so it will return. It will return the null. So same as in pre-built function dynamic memory allocation, where we will allocate using malloc, alloc and all. It will also return null whenever there is no enough memory to allocate. So delete operator is used to release the allocated dynamic memory at runtime. Should not use delete for malloc and vice versa. So C and C++ functions cannot be exchanged here. Okay, we can check this program. New and delete operators. Int star ptr is equal to new int. So if ptr is equal to null means memory allocation is not failed, because like allocation is failed, so it is exiting. So this is exit function. Okay, if it is allocated means it will not enter it here, it will come here. So we are assigning the value, it will print this value here, and after deleting that pointer we can assign null.
No, you have already deleted that point. Okay.
Where? Here only we are deleting, right? Yeah. Pointer we are assigning null because it is why we are assigning null here. It will give rise to dangling pointers. So if there are more dangling pointers means, so this is the one code practice. We have to always assign null whenever we free the memory allocated. So this is a good code programming practice. So otherwise it will again, if we are trying to from any other file or else from any other functions, if we are trying to access this pointer, it will give dangling pointer. That's why we have to because it is deallocated already, and again the code trying to access this ptr, so it will give dangling pointer. That's why we are assigning the null. Okay, so this is just a representation of new and delete operators. Okay, this is for a little bit extended part. First, we have to think we have to go for this. This is for new int means this is for one variable. Okay, if we want to continuously give for 10 elements for one single array or integer array, we can give like this in the large bracket. We can
It's
give how many elements if we want, we can give that.
it's 40 bytes, right?
Yeah, 4 into 10, correct, 40 bytes only. For int also we can initialize here int of 5. In small bracket we have to give, means whatever that is allocated, also we can dereferences a start pointer, it will give 5. It's the small bracket. If you give large bracket means that is total number of bytes, how many elements you want, like this. So also for deleting we have to use this large bracket only. Here no need to specify any size, you have to give this large bracket operator. Large bracket and pointer, if you do means it will delete. So this is one program for how to access those elements. So in for loop, pointer plus means pointer plus counter. Next it will be counter will be first it is 0, then it will be 1, counter value will be 2. So it will be moving from like one location to next location, continuous series location. They are again taking this just on, for example, they are adding counter 1, 2, 3 like this. They are assigning here the same value you will get here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in series of memory location, so up to 10, you will get this. This is like how, but this is also some important concept actually. Pointer, like dynamic memory location. So this is for simple program. It looks easy. But for assigning some two-dimensional arrays using int, there we will use two for loops. First one for main, first for loop for a row, and next for loop for columns. There again you have to include inside again second for loop you have to write this uh, pointer. So that is little bit confusing. We'll see it later. This is just for one single 10 one single array. This is one dimensional array. Looks easy. That is like with practice also that will also become easy. Just for now, this is enough, I think. Anyway, we can check this also. Okay, we'll go to this only because just for okay. Yeah, this is PTR we are assigning because it is assigned. If it is there is no memory phase, so it will give this statement memory allocation field. So usually you won't get that, but during like high like wherever the memory, whenever the so many large files are there, so less stack is there, so many files are operating during that time, it will be like good programming practices to check pointer is equal to null. That is okay. Go. Let's modify classes and objects, access modified, abstraction, encapsulation. These are OOPS concepts only. So till now we only saw the basics. So OOPS means this is a main features of C++. OOPS concept is a main feature, understanding classes and objects. So basic principles of object-oriented programming means OOP organizes the program around its
Hi
data
Shilpa,
and
sorry for
establish.
interrupting. Can
Sorry.
we this one take for the tomorrow
Yeah.
class. Oops, we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
go with
sure,
the
sure.
tomorrow class.
Love our content? Hit subscribe for more awesome videos. We'll see you in the next one.